Okay, so I'm here with Damien Lemon,
Hello.
and he's the new host of Comedy Knockout.
Yeah, I am.
Sounds pretty cool. Tell me about it.
I'm excited. Comedy Knockout is it's a competition. You know, it's a competition. It's a comedy competition. It's 3 comedians, and they go head to head to find out who will be crowned the comedy champ. And they get a nice little trophy. Now, the 2 losers, one has to be put into the audience with the same people that voted them off television. And the last loser, who loses in the head-to-head battle, has to recite a pre-written apology for being terrible at comedy. So stakes are high.
Very high.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want to read an apology.
You know?
How do you decide who's the funniest?
Well, basically, we have a live studio audience, and the live studio audience is basically who is the barometer for the funny. So I use them as my judges. After each round, I'll consult with them. Judges, what do you think? And then we say, what do you think about this person? And they, Apollo style kind of.
I like that.
Yeah.
Are there challenges, like different kinds of challenges, or is it just stand up?
No. It's more like games and things of that nature. So, for instance, there's a game called What Not to Say.
Okay.
And basically, that just sets you up. So, what not to say when going to an adoption center. And I mean, that premise alone could send a comedian on a tangent of 10 hilarious things, dark things, wild things, because you're giving them the option of what not to say. And we're trying to rock that crowd. So that's that type of thing. So what not to say, where are they going? Which would be like a game where we'll have pictures of people dressed weirdly, and you have to guess what their destination is based on their attire. So stuff like that. It's just fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So it's more of a game show.
Absolutely. It's a game show. Yeah, I guess it's a game show. I've heard that technically you can't call certain things a game show.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, it's technically not a game show.
Yeah.
But it sounds game show-esque. I don't know.
It sounds game show-esque, but the lawyer right off camera is shaking.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it sounds awesome.
It's great. It's fun. It's comedy. It's like 3 hilarious comics each week that you just get to explore just their wild train of thought.
How did you get into comedy?
I got into comedy. It was pretty simple. I mean, I circled around comedy for years to build the nerve, and then one day I just went to an open mic down in Manhattan, in the Greenwich Village. I went to this mic at this place called Sal's Comedy Hole, which is no longer there. But it was like a little step-down comedy club right in the heart of Greenwich Village, and I did 5 minutes, and I got laughs, so I haven't stopped since.
Wow.
It was pretty simple. It was just really building the nerve. The barrier entry is pretty low for comedy. It's almost like stripping. Maybe a little bit more vulnerable.
But yeah, a little more than stripping. Yeah, definitely.
You never know.
So you just did it.
I just did. I just went with it. I just went, I stopped obsessing about it, and I jumped out there. It's been good so far.
What would you say, is the inspiration for your comedic style? Like, what are the things that you think are funny?
What are the things that I think of? I mean, it ranges. It's really just how I look at life. It could go from anything to. I mean, I could laugh at someone fall. That's low brow, but I can laugh at someone fall. Just how things are covered. I like, just culturally things that are going on, trends, relationships. I mean, just anything that kind of comes across my path, I kind of funnel it through my prism. You know what I mean? Say, okay, what do I think? I have a take on a lot of different things, and that's basically where my comedy comes from.
Well, everything can be funny.
Absolutely. Everything. Even the things that seem to be horrible are kind of right for some of the best comedy, in my opinion.
If you have a good audience.
If you have a good audience, if they're willing to go there, it's kind of a bond, like especially for the comedy show or comedy club, there's kind of this understanding that when you go in there, you're along for a ride. The intent is always to be funny, never to really be malicious. But we're going to make fun of some wild things that you may even hold sacred.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's the thing about comedy is it gives some space to make light of things that are hard.
Absolutely. It helps you kind of deal with certain things, Sometimes take a little sugar instead of a grain of salt.
Yeah.
That was...
Quote by Damien Lemon.
Yeah, that's very very Jack Handy. But yeah, it was. It meant nothing. But you know what? Hallmark, if you want to call me, I got like 7 more.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, very fun.